Hello everyone, Dan KBG Kendo Physiology and more. Today is day 7, the final day of putting it all together. You know what that means? Time for a challenge. But first, we got to do a recap. Okay, so I've covered several things this week. Some of the things, honestly, repeated from the previous weeks. But that's the thing. It's putting it all together, taking the things we've learned in the last couple of weeks and putting it together to develop your own plan. Number one, self-improvement every single day. Whether that's a little bit or whether that's a lot. Whatever may be in your life, okay? And what I mean by self-improvement, I don't mean it's just a matter of getting up and exercising and things like that. Do something to better yourself every single day. And one of the best ways to do that is put yourself in a discomfort zone. Put yourself in an uncomfortable zone. It's doing something that makes you feel like shit. Doing something that makes you feel so uncomfortable, you just feel like you want to quit, but don't quit. You can't quit, because if you quit, then you're going to be living in that regret rather than discipline. You want to live in the pain of discipline. You want to live with the pain of regret. I personally would love to live in the pain of discipline more than I would regret, because I've lived most of my life in the pain of regret, wishing I'd done more, wishing I'd showed my boys more, that I could do more before that, than what I can do now. But now it's time for me to buckle down and do 100 times work 100 times harder, do 100 times more things, and I'm fine with that, because I'm looking back and think, you know what, it's going to prevent me from having to do the things that I've done or live the lifestyle that I've lived that I don't like anymore, that I have never liked, but I never found a way to drive from within and develop what I've developed today. And the only way to do that is knowing your body, self-improvement every day, wake up 5 to 15 minutes at least early to be able to do something to get your body moving. Because here's the thing, the more you do in the morning to get your body moving, the more you do in the morning to do something that puts you in an uncomfortable position, do something that is going to push you past your mindset, past those voices in your head, the more discipline it's going to make you, therefore, the better person it's going to be. And guess what? That's self-improvement. Self-discipline is self-improvement, and we got to be consistent with all these things. And for those of you who are not very familiar with consistency is doing it over a period of time, over and over and over. Okay, so for instance, consistency is not this. Consistency is not this. Consistency is not the fact of training hard for a week and taking a week off. That's not being consistent. Consistent is whether you're doing 5, 10, 15 minutes or a half hour, an hour every single day of at least something over a period of time, or even if you're doing just a small amount. So let's say, for instance, 5 to 10 minutes, but you're doing it every single day to better yourself rather than training hard for a week and then not training, okay? The person who is going to be doing the 5 to 15 minutes every single day will eventually bypass the person who is not being consistent, who is training hard for a week and taking a week off. The reason I say this is because consistency develops a routine in your mind. Consistency develops that constant, what they call a maintenance phase or whatever. And then eventually, even if you're in a maintenance phase for 2-3 weeks, at least you're doing something, okay? And then you can go take it to the next level. Whereas the person who trains hard for a week and the week off, they have more time to think about, oh, I love this comfort zone. Oh, I love this comfort zone. And there might be a week, oh, I'm just going to go take this extra week off. Then they're 2 weeks without training. Okay, and then that's going to turn into 3 weeks and 4 weeks. And the next thing you know, it's like, you know what, I don't really want to do this anymore. But the person who is consistent is the one who is going to prevail in the end. And that's what we need to focus on, is being consistent. Develop that consistent momentum by creating self-discipline, by pushing past the voices in our head, by taking control of our mind and gaining that self-discipline, and working on self-improvement every single day. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to do 5 things for me. Okay, 5 things. Number 1, observe and know your body. Starting now for the rest of your entire life, I want you to observe and know your body. Number 2, be consistent in what you do, whether it's something mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is. Be consistent. Have that consistent momentum. Stay consistent. Do at least a little something every day. If you can't get yourself disciplined to read for, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours every night, read for 5 minutes. 5 minutes every single night. Eventually you get that book taken care of, rather than going a week and only reading, 20 pages and then 2 weeks off, and the next thing you know, you're reading that book for a year. But if you read 5 minutes every single night, guess what? That is going to eventually get that book finished. It may not do it as fast, but you will be consistent on it, and it will still be fresh in your mind, whatever you're reading, to learn more about yourself or whatever it may be that you're reading. Okay. Of course, you always want to make sure it's good reading material to learn and develop yourself. Okay. Number 3, wake up 5 to 15 minutes early to do something for your body, to move around, get your blood flowing, because that can help your mentality as well. Number 4, I want you to make your bed. Every single morning when you get up, make your bed. And number 5, be grateful. Show gratitude every single day. And the best time to do that is when you first wake up. As you're making your bed, tell yourself at least 5 to 15 to 20 more things that you're grateful for. You're grateful that you woke up breathing this morning. You're grateful for your kids. You're grateful for that you have a roof over your head. Whatever it may be, the small things are what really count. So that's what I want to challenge everyone to do. Do those 5 things for me, please. And do them, honestly, more for me, do them for yourself. And you will, honestly, you'll be amazed at how much of a better person you became. Whether you want to be a better father, a better mother, a better son, a better husband or wife, whatever it may be, a better best friend. You will become that person you want to be. So let's get out there and achieve that greatness. Let's get out to stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go. Smash, punch, kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. Let's go.